Okay, so I have my sleeve, I have my front bodice, I have my back bodice, I have my kick pleat, I have my back skirt, I have my pockets, I have my left front skirt, my right front skirt, my yoke. Okay, I have some more yokes and a midriff. Where are they? And a center front bodice. Let's go look in my envelope. Okay, grab some more pieces out of my envelope. Okay, so I have my pattern for, I didn't label it, but this was the piece that I drafted to test and I liked it, so I can go ahead and label it. So I'd like to label it big, but my pencil's gonna get stuck in all of the tape that I used. So let's grab a felt tip that, let me give it, I hate using the fat ones, but they're less likely to get stuck in the tape, I think. So thread, LL 845, Vogue 4045, and this piece is the sash, and our pattern is a size 8, and we're going to need 2 of these sashes, and I'm going to make mine out of self, and so my name, and dress form, and 25 spring, Fash 108. My husband brought some roses in here, and now I have little flies. The roses are gorgeous. Okay, so back to our inventory of pieces. So I have my front bodice. I have my, what do I have? My back neck facing, my back midriff, my back yoke. So I just need my back neck facing and my knot. I have all my other pieces. So this back neck facing looks like it's been trued. Sorry. Front neck facing is what I need. I have my back. I'm going to put this big piece on the bottom so she can help stabilize everybody else. So to do my front neck facing, I'm going to want to check it against my back neck facing and my front bodice. So I'll get those two and get everybody else out of the way here. So front neck facing, okay. So not trued. So let's go ahead and true that up. So this is my shoulder. It looks like it's indented and it shouldn't be. Actually, let's do this right now. So put this up against here. Okay. And then I'll just trace exactly what I have here. So I use my ruler to hold my dot paper down. Okay. And then we'll double check that against our back facing. So just make sure this is going to be a nice smooth transition. Looks good. This is sticking out to here, so we'll make that come out to there so that they line up. So I'll just extend this shoulder seam a little bit. And then I'll square off the shoulder seam a little bit. And then square off. So I'm going to just true the center front because I traced dot paper. It's a little wobbly. And then come down 2 inches and square a little bit. So I'll just come out 2 inches, make some new dots for myself, and then, or these are more like dashes so that I could find them. And then I'll grab my curve and see if I can true that up a bit. So something like that looks okay right there. And then this, that looks all right. So then I just need a little piece of paper. Will this fit on here? That would be amazing. It looks like it will. Ugh, I need to go get my, what do you call that thing? Corkboard. Let me pause you while I clean off my table a bit so my corkboard will fit. All right. So my tacks are still MIA. I just thought of a place they could be. Nope. So find that little intersection right there and put it on the grain line that I drew. And then find that little intersection right there and put that on the grain line that I drew. And high point shoulder. Not really shoulder tip, but the end of my facing on my shoulder line. And then using variable pressure on my, what do you call this, pin point tracing wheel. Spiky, medieval, torture, instrument, device. Okay, so on my original drape, I found the fact that I put CF to tell me how this connects to this piece here. And I wrote shoulder here and neck here. Very helpful. So I'm going to retain that information for now when I transfer this drape to paper. So I will carefully remove this, and I will, oh wow, my neck didn't transfer at all. That's a problem. So what I will do is measure up 2 inches, make a mark, put my center front bodice back on here. My shoulder tip is aligning. And then I'll use a curve to make that a little better. And then I can draw in my shoulder, square off a little bit right there, square off a little bit right here. Let's see, can I find the spot on the curve? There we go. Okay. All right, so now I have my neck facing, front neck facing done. So HLL 845 Vogue 4045 front neck facing, size 8. I'm gonna need 2 of these. They're gonna be self and also block fuse. And then my name, and form number 150, and Fash 108, and spring 25. Okay, so I have center front there, which is super helpful, but I really don't want to mess this up. So I think I will also write shoulder, and then I'll contemplate when it comes time to do seam allowances. I'll see if there's any notching I can do. I wouldn't normally notch this because notches are expensive, but so is my time. And if I sew this wrong, I will not be happy. So if I can figure out some simple way to notch this and the other piece that any of the other pieces that it goes to, that could be really great. So maybe I notch the shoulder so that I know that they both go together here. Something like that sounds good. But for now, I'm going to write shoulder here. And I'll write neck here. Okay, I think the last pieces we need to do out of paper are the knot. And then we have everything in paper and we're ready to seam allowance the things that don't have seam allowance.